So what if our reality, with all its challenges, all its struggles, wasn't some kind of cosmic mistake? Today, we're going to trace an incredible story, a timeline that suggests our universe actually chose to fall from a state of pure, perfect energy into the physical world we know. And believe me, the reason for this great cosmic descent, well, it might just change how you see everything.
All right, here's our roadmap. We're going to break this journey down into 5 key stages. We'll start at the very beginning, the origin point of all creation, a state of 100% pure potential. Then, we'll follow how a single thought kicked off this incredible cascade that led all the way down to our physical world and to its beautiful, strange paradox.
So, let's go back, way back. Before anything existed, there was just pure potential. Try to imagine a silent, boundless ocean of energy, perfectly still. No form, no time. This was the universe in its most complete, most unified, and most perfect state.
Now, the source material describes this origin point as this incredible, formless sphere of light. And to measure its power, it gives us a really important concept called kala. At this stage, the universe was at its absolute peak performance, a perfect score of 100 kala, pure, undiluted creative energy.
Think of Kala as our cosmic power meter for this entire story. It's not just about quantity. It measures the quality and the very essence of the universe's energy. And right now, at the very beginning, that meter is cranked all the way to the max, a perfect 100.
So how do you get from perfect, silent stillness to, well, to everything? It didn't start with some giant explosion. No, it all began with a single, simple thought.
And that thought was simply, I should create. With that one impulse, our cosmic power meter dips for the very first time. 5% of that perfect energy was instantly used to create 3 incredibly powerful beings. You can think of them as the architects of reality. This sets a crucial precedent for everything that follows. Every single act of creation requires a sacrifice of energy. From this point on, creation just snowballs. Those first 3 beings create 9 more, and then those 9 create 27. It's this exponential expansion, with each new generation of souls using a little piece of their own energy to bring the next one into existence.
So what was the first big project for these original 27 souls? Oh, nothing huge. They just pooled their collective power to build the very container for reality itself, drawing the outer boundary of our entire multiverse.
But of course, this incredible expansion of souls and reality, it came with a consequence. Now we're going to see how that creative explosion led to a slow, steady decline in power, the great descent from pure light into tangible form.
Okay, so now we've entered the highest realm, a place where almost 1 million souls exist as pure, formless light. But creating them has taxed the system. Our cosmic power meter now reads 90 kala. We've already lost 10% of the original power. The descent has officially begun.
Descending one level further, the soul population just explodes to 20 million. And this is where a fundamental shift happens. For the very first time, souls are no longer just pure light. They start to sprout a distinct form. This is a monumental step, giving form to the formless, and it requires immense energy. Our kilometer drops another 10 points, all the way down to 80.
And the population swells again, this time to 330 million souls. Now, they develop subtle, ethereal bodies, forms that are literally shaped by their own thoughts. But this increasing complexity comes with a steep price. The cosmic energy drain starts to accelerate, and the meter takes a really significant hit, falling all the way to 60 kala. We've now lost a full 40% of the original power.
All right, this next phase, this is the tipping point. This is where the descent really picks up speed, transforming the universe from a realm of subtle energy into the physical world that we would actually recognize today.
And at 60 kala, creation just goes into overdrive. Countless new universes, innumerable new souls, all brought into being at this frantic pace. It's a totally unsustainable explosion of creation, and it triggers a catastrophic energy crisis. The calometer doesn't just drop, it plummets, crashing from 60 all the way down to 20.
The expansion keeps going, burning through the very last reserves of that original creative energy until it's gone. The calometer hits 0. The cosmic battery is completely and totally drained. And in this state of exhaustion, the very nature of reality begins to change. The
the light, ethereal elements start to become heavy, dense, and sluggish.
But here's where things get really wild. Creation doesn't stop at zero. The universe actually goes into an energy deficit, dipping into negative numbers on our collimeter. And it's from this cosmic debt that something entirely new is born. For the very first time, heavy, dense, physical matter begins to form what the Source calls tattvas, or the gross elements.
And at -30 Kala, this process crystallizes. We see the very first appearance of the tangible building blocks of our world, water and earth. The foundation for a truly physical, material reality is now officially in place.
And that fall continues, bottoming out exactly where we are today, -100 Kala. Yep, this is our reality. A dense, physical realm where the soul is disconnected from its original light, and the raw power of pure thought has faded. According to this narrative, our Earth is the prime example of this state.
So it really seems like a tragic story, doesn't it? A fall from perfection into a state of total deficit. But why does any of this matter? Well, the answer lies in a stunning paradox that reveals the hidden purpose behind our mortal existence.
And here is the twist that reframes everything. Our multiverse, it turns out, is a cosmic anomaly. The Source claims that countless others exist, but they all stopped their descent before hitting zero. They all remained in this timeless, immortal state of perfection. Ours is the only one that fell all the way into dense physical matter.
And this difference is absolutely profound. In those other multiverses, souls exist in a static, unending state of perfection. Here, we face mortality, we face suffering and pain. But our fallen reality has something that those perfect realms will never have, the possibility of mukti, or ultimate liberation.
This is the ultimate paradox. Our world is called the world of death precisely because it's defined by the struggle of mortality. But it is only through this struggle, only by experiencing this physical, imperfect existence, that a soul can achieve true liberation. Our world of suffering is, ironically, the only one with an escape hatch.
And that leaves us with a pretty powerful thought to chew on. If this world of so-called imperfection and suffering is the only environment where a soul can find ultimate freedom, what does that say about the true purpose of the challenges and struggles that we all face in our own lives?